Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Today we're going to finish building up the basic electronic circuit board production area and get started on a mall to make supplies. Before I do that though, I want to put some storage here for some of these items, just because when I run out of iron and copper and stuff, I don't want to have to run all the way up there to get some out of those chests. So I want to put some storage that's closer to where we're actually doing our work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first of all clear some belts, and then I made a few silos. Let's see, let's put that one closer. All right, and I also made some loaders. All right, so we can set this up like that. Now on these I need to use the filters because I don't want the wrong plates to go on the wrong belt. So this will be copper, and then this is going to be steel. Okay, and then I can put those going in on the other side, and then I can use this as my buffer. Now I don't want these all to fill, you know, in any ratio, since I'm going to have 2 iron, 1 copper, 1 steel. I'd like to keep that same ratio. So with 256 slots, let's see, Control Enter. Yeah, there we go. All right, make that go away. Control Enter gives me my calculator. So 256 divided by 2, whoops, divided by 2 equals 128. Oh, I'm sorry, divided by 2, 64 times 200 per stack. All right, so I want this to accept up to 12,800 of copper and steel, and double that for iron. So I'm just going to take my red wire and hook it up to those belts. So I'll tell this to enable when iron plate is less than 25.6. Okay, and then I'm just going to copy that and edit. So this will be copper plate less than 12.8. And oops. And this is going to be steel plate less than 12.8. Okay, so that way it'll maintain the right quantities approximately in there, or at least the right ratio. And then I'm just going to remove the inserters that are feeding these buffer chests. I already did that here for iron, so that they'll eventually empty themselves out. And we can do something similar over here for tin and lead. Let's go ahead and do that. And that's one of the nice things about these silos, is that they're 4 wide, which just happens to match up precisely with what we're trying to do here. All right, so that's going to filter into tin, and then that's going to filter to lead plate. And then these can be equal quantities of 25,600 each. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave it at 12.8. I don't need to store that much in here. All right. Tin plate for you, lead plate for you. Oh. 12,800. Okay. And then we can remove that, and we can remove that. Okay. And then I've got a dedicated one from stone. I should probably do the same with stone brick, but I don't have quite enough room. No, I didn't leave myself enough room to do that. I suppose I could... Maybe I just put that over here. All right, well, I'll deal with stone brick at a later time. Or maybe I just bring the stone brick over here and put it in the same one as wood. I'll figure it out. Speaking of wood, let's get our crawler over there so that we can add it to the inventory. I think those bots will eventually get where they need to be. Okay, now I'm going to put down a silo to deposit all my stuff. We'll open that and empty everything out, or at least all the wood. I don't want everything to come out. That can stay. The stone we'll put over here. Oh, let me get my stuff. All right, and then we'll bring this back down here to keep working on the trees. This would be faster if I had crafted more of these bots, but I don't want to invest too much in bots right now. And I think this is going to be giving us wood as fast as we need it, I think. Okay, so let's continue over here. And what I would like to do is I'm just going to blueprint this. This is just kind of a schematic layout, right? And I'll just put it over here temporarily so we can pick all this up. Let the nanobots get that. Okay. Good. All right, so the first task is going to be to make the carbon. So let's imagine that we have... Let's leave 4 spaces there. So let's imagine that we have coal coming in here. All right, so we're going to need 4 ore crushers to begin with, which I think I... Oh, yeah, I did make them. Good. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are going to go into 6 furnaces. How do I do 4 into 6? That is a tough one. So instead of 4 to 6, let's do 4 to 8 because that's a little bit easier to manage. So I'm going to make 7 more of these metal mixing furnaces. And the reason I'm using metal mixing furnaces instead of just a regular stone furnace is because that way we can use the crushed coal as fuel for these as well as the ingredient. Now, if you use a regular furnace, you can still do that. But the problem with using a regular furnace is that it will completely fill the fuel slot up to 200 items before it starts to place any in the processing slot. But with these, you can set the recipe, right? So if I tell it that I want it to make coke, this way it'll only put in, I think, 5 pieces of crushed coal for fuel, and then the rest of it will start to get processed into coke. So that's the reason for doing that. Okay, and those are all going to be coke. All right, so we've got a little bit extra coke furnace compared to what we need. And we can put, I wonder if I should start using larger power poles. I don't think I really need it in this particular instance. All right, and we'll put in 2 lights, let's say. All right, so let's use our tool. See what kind of inserter we need. Basic inserters, 9 on the input and 2 on the output. All right, so we can use yellow in and yellow out. Okay, now we need to get some coal down here. So I do have 2 mining drills, but 2 is not very many. How many belts do I have? I've got a few hundred. I think I'm going to get more belt because that's going to have to come a bit of a long way. I'll grab more inserters while I'm here as well. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, materials are slowly accumulating. All right, where is our coal? All right, coal patch is up there. So I think I'm gonna, how do we get the coal over there in the best way? I could bring it across here and then put it onto the main bus. Let's see where else I'm gonna need coal in this adventure. Oh, I will need it for military science. So yeah, I think having coal on the bus will be a good idea. So maybe what we can do is we can bring it over here and then down and then run it across here. Like so. Okay, so I'm gonna repurpose these to make coal for our circuits. And we could check to see how many mining drills we need as well. If we use mining drill 1s, we need 17. Wow. Mining drill 2s only need 5. All right, but for mining drill 2s, I need more of those circuits that I'm not making yet, so I'll just leave it like this for now. And then we'll eventually come back and upgrade these to mining drill 2s once I have the circuits available. It's too bad that I didn't move this up 1 belt. Brother. All right, what can I get rid of here? Crap. I need to get that wood off the belt. Okay, so let's get rid of that wood. If I make 2 lights, I can use up some plates. There we go. Make some more underground. There. All right, so let's finish running the coal over there. And so we'll come down here, and then this can come 1, 2, this can come across right there. All right, and I'm gonna pick up all this stuff that will compromise our circuit making ability for a little while. I really need to get rid of junk. All right, let's get rid of coal, coke, all that stuff. I don't need that tank. I definitely don't need that stuff. I don't need a stone furnace. All right, that should be okay for now. All right. Okay, and then the coal I think I can put right here. Okay, and then that comes across right here. All right. Well, that took a little while. Let me grab some more. Oh no, I have plenty of belts. I thought I was running out of belts. Okay, and I'll need to extend the rest of that bus there too pretty soon. Okay, good. So coke should be produced pretty soon. And then that'll go into 5 liquefiers. No, it'll go into 8 liquefiers to make all right, to make carbon. And I'm stopping all this because I think I'm going to need to move this again. Yeah, and we're going to need to bring pipes in. So I think if I do that like this, let's see how this will look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then on the output there, we would need a fast inserter. Now the carbon is going to go into the 32 electronic assembly machines. So those are going to be next on the list, right? Along with tinned wire. Yeah, so I think the carbon is going to have to go onto a belt. And that can be with fast inserters. Like that. All right, so this is going to be our basic production unit for the carbon. So let me blueprint that. And I know I don't need that underground pipe on that end. I will remove it. Actually, let me remove it from both sides. Maybe I just want to do this. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so 2 and 3. So that gives us 4 of those. Okay, our research queue is finished. What should we do next? I can't do much with that yet. This would probably be a good one to do. This gives us the ore processing machines, which open up some good tech. Okay, yeah, let's do bulk rail loaders. Tool belt would be really nice. Lab speed would be really nice. Okay. In fact, let's do lab speed first. Lab research speed, we can do 1 and 2. And then let's do tool belt. And then, what was the other one? Bulk rail loader. Whoops. R-A-I-L. There we go. Bulk rail loaders. All right. That'll keep it busy for a while. Okay. So let's get some power down here. Let's check our power. We're doing good. All right, and then we just need to feed these with carbon dioxide. And then that'll be able to start running. And the carbon dioxide we're going to make from coal. So we'll just make that over here and extend that off the coal line. And for that, I need 5 liquefiers. All right, we can put the first one here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And inputs on that, 1 yellow inserter will do the job. And then I'll just connect these all with a pipe on the output. And my inline tank is in that chest way back there. Okay, where's my car? There we go. There we go. Yeah, I might as well grab all that stuff now. I think I should have some room. All right. There we go. Although, let's do this. Because I want to use a pump coming out of that tank. Oh, man. I was hoping I could have the power poles lined up. Okay. Yeah, the reason I want to pump on the output here is because if I don't have that, then the pipes kind of act like tanks. So if you have a pipe connected to a pump, or connected to a tank, and then another pipe on the output, if the tank is 20% full, it's only going to fill your output pipe by 20% too, and that means that you're going to have a slow flow rate. If it's 80% full, then you'll have an 80% full pipe on the output. So the reason I like to have a pump on the output of the tanks in most cases is so that it completely fills the pipes on the output, regardless of what the level is inside the tank. Okay, so we've got carbon. Now the carbon is going to be used for the basic electric components. And we also need tinned copper wire for those. Now, how many belts do I need on this? I think this might need to be a red belt. Output. Yeah, that really needs to be a red belt. So I'm going to have to upgrade this, but we'll do that later. If I remember. I might not remember, but you guys will remind me. Okay, so how can we do the tinned wire? Well, and that's going to feed how many of these things? 32. Geez. Yeah, so I need 32 machines making that stuff. So I think this might be better if I just... Let's feed the carbon this way, and then I'll just side load it farther down, and I'll put the tin stuff over here. All right, and then that also means that I can change some of these to near inserters. And we can fill the whole belt, and, well, I still need to make that a red belt, but that looks good. Okay, so for the tinned copper wire, let me leave myself a little bit of room here. That requires tin plate and copper cable. Okay, so we actually need the copper wire first. So we're going to have 4 into 3. Yeah, and that's why I wanted this on half a belt. That means I'm going to have to pick all this up. Okay. All right, I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to load up the outputs so I can get rid of the excess here. Okay, yeah, so what we can do is we can have the tinned copper wire go onto the outside of this belt. Because that's what we need for these carbon and tinned copper wire. So if the tinned copper wire goes onto the outside, this will eventually have to become, actually that'll eventually have to become a blue belt. Because I need even more than half of a red belt. Yeah, so this will have to be upgraded to a blue belt eventually. So I have 8 feeding 30, 8 of these feeding 32. Well, let me see. Can I fit 4? If I separate these by 1, then I can actually directly insert. Of course, that means I have to pick all this stuff up again, which is kind of a pain, but I think that's going to be a better design. So let me get rid of some of this stuff that I'm holding on to here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up this belt too. And in fact, I won't even need blue inserters because now I'm gonna have 2 inserters for each of these machines on the output. All right. And what else do I need? And I also need tin copper wire. Yeah, so let's let me make that. Let's do this for the tin copper wire. And then I'll put my, I'll put my electronic assembly machines down here. Like that. So we'll need to do something like that. Basic inserters. Yeah, one each on the input will be fine. Nice. Yeah, I'm liking this. Obviously, this is going to maybe stretch into a third episode to make these darn circuits, but I kind of like the way that this is turning out so far. All right, so let's pick all of this up. Actually, let me grab a blueprint of this first, because I liked that setup as well. Right, okay. Now let's pick it all up. I should probably be handcrafting something while I'm doing all this. Inserters and so forth. Let's make a few of those. Yeah, I can't make any fast inserters because I don't have the circuits that I'm going to make them with. Okay. Now let's see how this tiles now. Wait a minute. No, that's not right. That's only going to give me 16. I need 32. Okay, yeah, I need... No. Okay. Yeah, I need 4 of these for every one of those, not every 2. So, is there a way that we can do that? Not easily. Ah, man, that's too bad. Because I need 32 machines making electronic components, and this would only give me 16. That was kind of a dumb mistake. Yeah, there's no, these are only 3 wide, so I can't even get 4 inserters across. So I think it's going to have to come out on a belt, unfortunately. That's a bummer. Okay. Well, then I guess, yeah, I guess we're back to belts. All right, so I'm going to need, yeah, we're going to have to go back to sort of what we were doing before, which was coming out onto a belt, and it's going to have to be no. Yeah, this will have to be upgraded to a blue belt at some point. Okay. Yeah, so we're back to doing this. You know, it's not terrible. Could be worse. All right, 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll put our carbon dioxide back here. Oh no, this one. Oh no, I cleared the wrong print. I'm just making lots of dumb mistakes today. Okay, the doggo's unhappy about something again. All right, so let's put the 5 liquefiers back where they were. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Making CO2 from coal. We were using, I think we were using yellow inserters. Yes, we were. All right, and then over here we put the tank, and we'll put that right in the middle, and then we had that there, and my pump going over here, and we'll do an underground like that. Oh no, sorry, it wasn't like that. It was, yeah, whenever possible, it's better to have the pump directly attached to the tank with no pipes in between. You get a better flow rate out of the pump that way. All right, what other research should we do? I talked about ore processing. Inventory slots would be good. I'm not going to need Logistics Train Network for a while. Yeah, why don't we do inventory slots? Okay, so let's pick that up. All right, so now we want to put the tinned copper wire on the same belt, right? So for that, we'll basically do 4 and 4. Again, just because that's much easier than trying to do a 3-to-1 ratio, or a 3-to-4 ratio rather. Where are they? Here we go. All right, so I'll put that over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those making tin, and these making copper. All right, so if I look at one of these, fast inserters, I would need 2 fast inserters on the output to make these go fast enough. Okay, well, I'm just going to do 1 now because that's all that I have. Let's see, and for long inserters, we would need 3 on the input side to make this run full speed. So I'm going to double this up. Just because the inserters are going to become a limiting factor. Now, I don't know if this takes into account my stack size bonus. Maybe I can double check this. So this is telling me that we would need 3.6 yellow inserters on the input for copper cable. Yeah, I think this is considering the stack size bonus. Okay. I don't need that. I don't need that. Laser, oil generator. No. All right. Let's do fluid wagon so we can start getting ready for trains. All right. So that could be tin. That's going to be copper. Actually, let's say tin that way. And then we'll need what do we need for tin plate? Yeah, we need a fast inserter on the input for tin. But I'm just going to do it with yellow inserters for now until I have the circuits. Like that. Okay. Yep, and I can power those. Like this. That's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then these, I need near inserters on the output. Okay. I guess I can't copy settings between dissimilar inserters. Okay, and then like that. Okay. And originally we need 4 of these. So let's look on transport belts. Okay, a little more than half a belt of copper. All right, so we'll need, let's say, a full belt of copper, and then that'll be tin. Okay, so this belt here is, this belt that I have right now is going to be for tin. So let's get that brought over. It'll be good to actually use some of this stuff. Oh, are you kidding me? There we go. Okay, there's tin, and then copper is going to go just above that. And I'm out of belts. Okay, and I'm running long on time, but I do want to at least get this part done. before I end this episode. Otherwise, I'm going to feel a little frustrated that I'm taking so long to do this. Okay. But you know, going into this, Angels and Bobs, I knew that it was going to be a little bit slower paced. And I'm sure you guys probably had that same expectation. So hopefully this is not frustrating any of you. Those look really slow. Okay, I'm doing okay on power. Don't these look really slow? Maybe they're always that slow. Okay. That looks pretty darn good. All right, so let's see what if our capacity on all of that is 48 a second, but I'm running at half speed. That would give me about 24 a second. All right. But yeah, I mean, we're actually limited by the belts more than anything else. Okay, and then from there we can start to make the electric components. I'm out of fast inserters, so it'll be something like this. Okay, so that's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Actually, let's be smart about this. That's 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, don't tell me. Four, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. 32 just with 2 just barely out of range for the silly tin. 1, 2, okay. I think we can save it. Oh no, we can't. Jeez. And my axe is gone now too. Nope, it's gonna have to be like that. Wrong side of the belt. Okay, so now the issue here is that the carbon and the tin need to come all the way down here before they go down that belt. So I'll have to work that out. I don't think it'll be too terribly difficult. What we can do is something like this. And then we can have these I mean, that's kind of silly. It would be better if we moved the power pole. All right, and then have this drop there. And while we're at it, we might as well let's see, offset over there. Can we go to the top? Yeah. All right, so let me pick up all of this. And I'm going to blueprint this. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to clear this entire belt again, but I need to change all these to go to the far side of the belt again. Okay, now let's clear this. All right, who's far side, dummy? Okay. Why do they not have electricity? Oh, I know what I did. Do I? Yeah, I cut a power pole somewhere. Yeah. That's what I did wrong. Okay, so those are all on the correct side of the belt. Let's pull those out once more. Go ahead and get rid of those. Okay, so now we just need to get this stuff down there. Which means that I need to relocate some of this. I actually don't need these because of these large poles here. I do need that one. All right, so we can do that. We can do that. And that. There we go. Now I just have to figure out how to get tin over here. And actually, I think that will work for this side. Of course. Almost. It'll almost work. There we go. Okay, so so a little bit of frustration coming through here. Just a little. But we got it. We got it working. So we're now making lots and lots and lots of tiny electronic components. Sorry this episode ran so long, guys, but I feel pretty good about this. Let's throw in a few lights. We'll do it like every other. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So we're nearly there. And this is, you know, I'm probably building this on a scale that is a lot bigger than what I really need to. So maybe for the rest of the build, I'll scale this down a bit. I don't think I'm ever going to be making 16 a second of these circuits in the main base, but it's kind of fun to figure out these problems. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.